Om Jananim Sharadam Devi Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Murmu. The scene is Nimai's home. Srivas comes to visit. First he meets the Sachi. He hears the grievance of her elder son has already renounced. The next one, who is going to be the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nimai, she's afraid Nimai would renounce and go away. She is expressing, weeping and telling. Then Nimai arrives there. At the sight of Srivas, Nimai clings to his feet and says, with eyes full of tears, "Ah me, revered sir, I have not yet attained devotion to Krishna." And being devoted to God is I have undivided attention there to give my all to Him in His service. When we say devotion, service is involved. Love is different. Love is where I want to merge and become one, lose myself totally. I am no more there. Love, Bhagavat Prema, Bhagavat devotion is Bhakti. Bhakti is where I keep the duality, Dvaita, and I want to serve. In Prema, I don't want to keep the duality, I and you. I want to merge, like a river entering into the ocean and becoming one with the ocean forever. It is Prema. To remain aloof and serve, devotion. Devotion means I want to give my mind, my heart, my senses, my limbs, my body, everything in His service. Whatever I have, I don't keep myself, anything as myself. And it is meant for His, what all I possess. Intellect. Where will you get that exact replica of devotion or a devotee is in Hanuman. If he turns anywhere his head, it is for Rama. If he scratches his body, it is for Rama, Rama's sake. Otherwise, no movements possible for him. He has kept his body for Rama. If he takes bath, it's for Rama. He has none, this body is not kept for him to enjoy anything except Rama. He doesn't. He is keeping it alive only for sake of Rama. That is devotion. He has nothing to do, nothing to have, nothing to possess, nothing. Whatever, if he possesses anything, it's for God. It's for Rama. So I have not acquired devotion to Krishna. The devotion is, I want to keep the duality and serve him day and night. Whatever at his bidding, if he keeps me in hell, I'll be there in hell happily. If he keeps me in heaven, I'll be there forever in heaven. Wherever he keeps in whatever condition. He may give me serious diseases, I have nothing to question. It is his body. I can't even tell because I am devotee. I devoted everything to him. It is for his purpose, I am possessing this body. That kind of devotion. He is repenting that I have not yet acquired devotion. That means I have some possessions which is mine, my intellect. Anything happens, first thing is my intellect runs. It doesn't run to God for refuge. A thief enters, first thing is how to close, how to push him outside. There are devotees, just seeing anything, they call on God. First, then make efforts with His backing. He is empowered from behind, from the Lord. Lord, what is happening? What should I do now? Anything happening, anything. You can see that devotee's nature. So, at the sight of Shiva, he's telling, holding the feet of he's in Acharya Sthiti, the Srivas. Futile is this wretched life. What for? What for my existence if it is not for God? And where do you see God? As we expand in all, everywhere. A plant is drying, he rushes and waters it. He sees God in that plant. This is Vishwarupa. It is not limited to form coming and meditating on that form. He will appear one day. No. The understanding of God expands to see God in everyone. See God in oneself. So wherever he sees divine, wherever his eyes go, there all he sees thee. Wherever his senses go, he sees God there. He hears a sound, and the sound is a part of God. Vishwarupa, whole universe is himself. God has become the universe. So, every moment, in everything, in himself, everywhere is seeing divine. So, wherever, from the beginning of life, at sight, you will immediately not recognize the divinity or see God anywhere. But little by little, wherever he sees, one is some true saint, he goes there. Because the God he understands, he has knowledge, he has attained a faith in the saintly person. There he sees the presence of God. When we enter into scriptures, we see in Bhagavad Gita, Vibhuti Yoga. Arjuna asks him, where shall I see you? Where can I find you? He goes on telling, wherever there is greatness, wherever there is glory, wherever there is purity, wherever is there, he goes on telling, I am this in here. I am Himalayas among the mountains. I am Ashwatha among the trees. Wherever there is great and glorious, try to see me there. What about bad things? God has not become bad things. He has become everything. Why only good things? Because if we tell bad also myself, then they prefer to hold on to bad things. Because natural run of the nature is towards that which is going to bind us and give us suffering. First thing is enjoyments. Enjoyments capture. It is nature enticing, we will not know. It is freely available. And immediately people rush to enjoy. They are caught inside. It's a bait of capturing. We forget. Once we are caught there, we start suffering. And the moment you touch the enjoyments of the world, worldly enjoyments, illegitimate, legitimate enjoyments are provided by scriptures to transcend the grips of Maya and go beyond. All legitimate enjoyments are permitted. What is not yours, he wants to put his eyes on things which are not his, as if it is his. Then comes the problem. So there he gets caught. Wife and children, family, he thinks it is his. Land, he thinks it is his. Never the thought comes it belongs to God. Till we leave and go. We have to part. We have come together to work out our karma. All things are given for a few days as mine. Oh Lord, all this is belong to you. I will take care of you because you have kept me here. With these responsibilities, I will discharge all my. This is yours, I am taking care. As a trustee, a house is there, it belongs to God. I cannot, somebody is entering and spoiling it. I cannot sit because it belongs to God. So he has it is given under his responsibility. A bank manager, how many times he sees whether he has locked and come? It is not at all his. But he has been appointed there to look after. So we are appointed to look. Child is given to be brought up by parents. The child given by God, if he says it's mine, nobody has right, he cannot go out, she cannot go out. I have right to give birth. I cannot claim it as mine. And I have to look after because I have given birth, not because it is mine, it belongs to God. Karmas will never bind. You have to give love, you have to take care, you have to make it grow. But sense of mine should not be there. It is God's, and God has given this to be brought up by me. I am bringing out every act he offers. I have admitted him to school. What a joy. God's child given to me for taking care, I have admitted. Immediately goes and surrenders and reports what all he is doing. This is the way our great rishis have shown to us. Be in the world, transcend it, and go beyond. It is transcendence. In the Bhakti path has entirely different concepts from the Advaitic path of Vedanta. In Advaitic path, we renounce it as neti, neti. This is not Brahman, this is not Brahman. It begins with denial of the body. Mano buddhi ahankara chittanina. How it's, this is Maya, Maya, Maya. He has to tear out everything from his heart. Very difficult path. However you try to dissolve the ego again stands. In Bhakti path, it is accept and transcend. In Advaita, it is renounce and transcend. Give up, give up, give up, give up, and go. Here, accept. This belongs to God. Accept and go beyond. So here, no rejection. You are having a beautiful, joyful journey. Mine is given up. Yours is brought in. And you know that without your knowledge, without efforts, you are being escalated to the state of realization. So all saints a few who can deny himself to be body and renounce all enjoyments at sight. When Nimai himself goes for sannyasa, for spiritual practices, first thing what Guru is, stretch your tongue. He stretches, he puts sugar on it and waits for some time. The sugar is not getting wet. After a few minutes, he blows, phoo, the sugar will fly away. Not a grain is there. Sugar is sweet. Immediately mouth waters. How much of to complete control over the senses and mind. If he says mind, be here, it remains. If it says go there, work, it runs. Swamiji Vivekananda's ideal. Now you must be able to sit and meditate. Next moment you must be able to go and plow in the fields. When the crops are ready, you must be able to go and sell in the market. And unattached to all things, how you will be. To work in the world and not be stained. It is something like making a frog dance in the snake's mouth. So difficult. You are entering into field of work and activities. But you have to do it because you have that mine has to go. Or activities, everything is converted into a worship. Whatever you do, whether you are walking, you are doing some work, whatever you do, everything is a worship. And this is my worship unto you. When your work will become worship? When you have no personal gains to gain. It is a great advantage in the monastery or in a temple, working in a temple or living in a temple or monasteries or ashramas is where you work without mindness. Nothing is mine. Nothing you can claim as mine. Suppose somebody says go away, you have to go empty-handed. You cannot have a claim also. Nobody can have claim. It belongs to nobody. And he's working day and night. Here you see, you are real working for God. I'm doing everything. Nothing, no gains. Nothing. Even in the world, when we work, we will not associate ourselves with the remunerations we get. Work is what this body doesn't belong to me. This body belongs to nature. Nature gave me birth. Nature brought me up. Nature is going to take me to the old age and part from that body. It belongs to nature. Mind belongs to nature. Body belongs to nature. Senses belong to nature. Intellect belongs to nature. Nature has become the whole universe. And every bit of its existence, what I call I am, is nature. And utilizing this nature's thing, I am thinking, I have earned that money. Nature's limbs have worked. Nature's mind has worked. Nature's intellect has worked. What claim you have to say it is mine, you can't say. So when you work in the world, this work is my offering back its produce back to nature, whether I have worked. Remuneration I get is prasad of God. We don't link, I worked so much, he has given only this much, they are giving me only this much. No. I do my best, whatever I get in return, or whatever is paid to me, is a gift from God, is prasad of God. We don't, I worked so much, I am getting so much. No. I worked and offered it. And God has given me. He has given me birth. He has brought me into this world. He is giving me all animals, all insects except human. You can see plants and everybody is provided with food wherever they are. Not only in this Bhuloka, all the lokas, 14 planes of existence. You can see everywhere beings are there. Everywhere the proper food of that plane is provided for all beings. From birth to death, it is provided. Everything is provided. In the gospel, we saw that story. A brahmachari goes for begging. He has not seen a woman. The mother comes to give the alms and he sees the daughter with breasts developed. He asks, has she abscess on the chest? I have my medicines. I know medicines. Mother says, no, my child. It is for the baby which is going to be born. The food is provided. Immediately, he keeps the begging bowl there. If God has provided for an unborn child, will I not get my food? Why should I beg? Immediately he leaves the begging bowl and goes away. How the nature has provided, you see, for everything, all things. And bacteria and every life, wherever there is life, there is their food. Bettada tudiyalli uttiru vrakshake. That provision, nothing to worry. And when you get remuneration, it is God has given me. I have to, how best I can use this? How best can I use it? What all I need I take. The rest of the money is not meant for me. It is meant for others. How anywhere around any person begging? Is there anybody around within my reach? Anybody far without food dying? Is there anybody who is sick and bedridden, old age bedridden, nobody to take care? He sees, I have this much, can I not give? Help him a little, because this belongs to God. I cannot misuse, I cannot spend it in as I want. Bare necessities of life, sufficient to survive, healthy body, calm, joyful mind. What more do we want? Every bit of the thing, if you misuse this, it will be a curse for you. It will start giving you lot of problems. Because it has to go to someone and next day it is ready for you again. You go on giving, the doors, if your doors are open, like Vidyasagar, the things are pushed from behind. Thakur says when the person is measuring and putting the grains, 1, 2 counting, somebody will be pushing the grains from behind for him to. So if you go on giving, you see that there is no dearth for you. There is nothing needed. Somebody is providing. Because you are doing the work of God. You are doing the work of nature. Nature is, the moment you see at others, the day you see at the suffering of others, If nothing is possible, you just pray. That prayer makes, oh, he's concerned, he's doing my duty. Nature wonders, who is this? Who is weeping for others? Everybody will weep for their own family and children. Who weeps for others? Immediately nature participates in their life to take care of that soul. Lead him ahead. He is my child, my child. Nature says he is my child. God says he is my child. Working for. When the ego is decreasing, when ego is moving towards zero, then the divine grace you are able to capture. Divine grace is flowing at all times. Our ego resists it. Divine grace. And when the ego comes down, you will be able to, you will become patra. Patrata you gain, but ego is covering it. You have the patrata, but ego is covering it. Once the ego is removed, you'll be becoming the patrata for. Ramakrishna says, grace is ever flowing. You have to unmast your way, that cloth in the boat. Unfurl the mast. When you unfurl, you are catching the wind. Wind will carry the boat. So that aspect of our life, how to open up to divine, expose myself completely to divine. Let him clean. Let him take away all the dirts from within. So that to convert every act of life into a worship unto God. What a joyful, even to understand. Every act, you are walking to go to some office or here, there, you are walking. Every step is a worship unto God. It's like a flower you are putting. Each step is a flower to. I am doing this duty for God. I am going to help someone. Every bit. I am going to eat to maintain this body, to serve God and others. It's a worship. Every step is like Ashtottara, a flower is falling on the feet of God. This is converting work into worship, activities into work, because we cannot be internally, we are not yet ready to remain absorbed in God. Activities, even if you are able to remain absorbed in God, work becomes inevitable because body has to survive. Because of everything, and others are there who needs me. Parasparam bhavayanta shreyas parama vapsyata. Helping each other we grow. So that my presence is necessary for my own sake and for the sake of the world. So we strive. We have to work, and work should not bind me. So I convert it into worship and evolve. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.